Are you ready for a pixie book? Come on and listen in! With stories full of wonder, it's time now to begin. No! Hello, children! It's time for a story! Wait, someone or something is missing. Ah, yes, the storybook. Not there. Not there. Oh, there he is. Hello, storybook. We're ready for a story. The story of the 3 little pigs. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. These little pigs were brothers, and ever since they could remember, were always competing. Who would be the first to arrive? The fastest to finish? Oh, it didn't matter what it was, the 3 would compete about it. When the time had come for them to leave their parents' house, the first pig said,
I'm going to build me a brand new house.
The second pig then said,
Oh yeah? Well, my house will be much nicer than yours.
and as the 2 pigs argued amongst themselves, the third little pig just smiled, and off they went. The first little pig was walking beside a farm when he saw a large stack of hay, and suddenly had an idea. He purchased the hay and rolled it over to a flat spot with a lovely view of the valley. Then he emptied the middle of the haystack to create his living room. He poked holes in the walls for a door and windows and called it home.
Look at me! I'm as fast as a pig can be.
The second little pig was walking along a forest trail when he noticed lots of twigs and leaves on the ground. Suddenly, he had an idea. He gathered as many twigs and leaves as he could, carried them over to a flat spot not far from his brother's hay house, because he too would have a lovely view of the valley. He then mixed all the twigs and leaves with some mud, and in no time at all had built himself a new home.
Well, at least I'm not left. My twig house is a blast.
The third little pig passed by the hay on the farm and the twigs and leaves in the forest, knowing, well, they weren't the right materials. He would build his house with strong and sturdy bricks. His house wouldn't be far from his 2 brothers, so that he too could enjoy the lovely view of the valley. As the days passed, his brothers would often come by and snicker and jeer while he was hard at work.
We know who will finish last, said the first little pig. My hay home took only 1 day to build. Oh, yeah? Said the second little pig. Well, but your home isn't as tall as my house of twigs.
Well, the third brother gave them no mind. He just continued to build. Finally, after a lot of hard work, the third little pig stood proudly in front of his new home. His 2 brothers came over for a visit, but this time they just stood there in awe. Suddenly, they heard a chilling howl. Arroo! The brothers looked out over the valley and could see a huge, menacing wolf coming towards them.
Ah!
Each pig ran into the safety of their homes. The wolf stepped up to the first little pig's hay house. He took one look at it and laughed. A house made of hay? Oh, with a huff and a puff, I'll blow it away. And so he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The first little pig squealed and quickly ran over to the brothers' twig house. But just as the second little pig opened the door, the big wolf arrived. Twigs and mud might be a bit stronger, but a huff and a puff from me, and it's all over. And again, the wolf huffed and puffed and blew the house down. Ah! The two little pigs squealed with fear and ran as fast as they could over to their brother's brick house. He quickly let them in and locked the door. The wolf approached, hungrier than before. He huffed and puffed and blew with all his might. But this time, the house stood strong. He tried again, huffing and puffing and huffing and puffing all through the night. Finally, as the sun rose over the valley, the wolf let out one last howl of despair. And walked off exhausted. Later, as the three little pigs stood looking over the piles of fallen hay and twigs, the third little pig held them close.
Well, what matters most is that we are all safe. Say, how about the three of us build your homes together?
The two little pigs squealed with delight. And finally, after a lot of hard work and cooperation, the three little pigs, now three happy neighbors, lived in their well-built homes with a lovely view of the valley, happily ever after. Oh, what a heartwarming story. It's been a pleasure telling it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I just love telling a story, like Cinderella. Would you like to hear it? Oh, wonderful. Well, come on over to PixieBooks.